Futuro y condicional, will and would, how to communicate the future tense, I will do something, and the conditional mode, I would do something. Futuro is will, condicional is would. Students often ask me, how do you say will or would in Spanish? The truth is, the words will and would do not exist in Spanish. They're communicated through the ending of a verb, which we're going to look at right now. We're going to look at futuro, but we'll start with the present tense here with hablar. Hablo, hablas, habla, hablamos, habláis. And hablan is I speak, you speak, she speaks, we speak, y'all speak, they speak. We're very familiar with the present tense. We're going to skip now to be able to speak about things in the future tense. So instead of o, as, a, amos, ais, and an as present tense endings, we're going to keep the verb in its infinitive form when we add the future endings onto it. For example, if you want to say I will speak, you'll add the ending hablaré. That means I will speak. Hablaré español. I will speak Spanish. You will speak. Hablarás. Hablará. Hablaremos. Hablaréis. Hablarán. Notice you keep the infinitive form of the verb, and each ending has an accent except for the amos. Hablaré. Hablarás. Hablará. Hablaremos does not have an accent. Hablaréis and hablarán, all of those endings have an accent except for the amos form. In English, I will speak, you will speak, he will speak, we, y'all, and they will speak. So you can see that the word will does not exist in Spanish. It's communicated in the ending of the verb. Hablaré, there's no extra word that means will. When you put that ending on it, that's what you're communicating. You will do the action of that verb. Hablaré, I will speak. What's great about this verb tense is that those endings, as, a, amos, es, and an, are the same not only for AR verbs, but also ER and IR verbs as well. For example, comer, comeré, comerás, comerá, comeremos, comeréis, comerán. I will eat. Same set of endings for vivir. Viviré, vivirás, vivirá, viviremos, viviréis, vivirán. I will live. So in the future we have IR verbs with this set of endings, ER verbs with this set of endings, and AR verbs with the same set of endings. So once you learn that one set of future endings, you can add that to the end of any verb in Spanish, and you're going to say, you will do that thing. Hablaré, comeré, viviré. This verb tense, when you use as, a, amos, es, an like this at the end, is called the simple future. There are two other ways to communicate things that are going on in the future. One is to use ir a, voy a hablar. I'm going to speak. Voy a comer, voy a vivir. I'm going to live, I'm going to eat, I'm going to speak. This is almost a more common way to communicate the future than the simple future endings that we've just looked at. Another way to communicate the future, ironically enough, is to use the present tense. Te hablo mañana literally is I speak to you tomorrow. But in Spanish what you're communicating is I'll speak with you tomorrow. I will. Future. Comemos mañana. This is saying we eat tomorrow, but they're using the present tense to communicate the future. Very common. As well as te veo a la fiesta. I will see you at the party is literally I see you at the party. So if you want to communicate the future, you can use the present tense oftentimes. Te hablo mañana, te veo a la fiesta. Or you can use the voy a expressions. Voy a hablar, voy a comer. Or you can use the simple future like we're learning right now. Hablaré, hablarás, hablará, hablaremos, hablaréis, and hablarán. Three different ways to communicate the future, depending on exactly what you want to say. Again, AR, ER, IR, all verbs will take exactly the same set of endings for the future tense. Let's switch over to the conditional. Instead of will, now we're going to look at would. I would speak, I would eat, I would live. Again, just like will, the word would does not exist in Spanish. It's going to be communicated through the ending of the verb. Hablaría, I would speak Spanish. It's conditional. I would speak if there's a second condition there. Hablarías, hablaría, hablaríamos, hablaríais, hablarían. I would speak, you would speak, she would speak, we would speak, y'all would speak, and they would speak Spanish. So if you want to use the conditional, if you want to express would, you would say the ia set of endings. And just like for future, conditional endings ia, ias, ia are going to be used for AR, ER, and IR verbs alike. It's great. Once you learn one set of endings, you can use this on any verb. So again, here are the future endings. Hablaré, comeré, viviré. I will speak, you will speak, all the way through they will speak. Conditional, hablaría. I would speak, you would speak, all the way down to they would speak. If you put them side by side, hablaré, hablarás, hablará. Hablaremos, hablaréis, hablarán. I will do something. Versus I would do something, conditional on the right. Hablaría, hablarías, hablaría. Hablaríamos, hablaríais, and hablarían. And notice that there is an accent over every single I. Ia, ias, ia, iamos, iais, ian. All have an accent over the I. No matter what verb, those are your endings for either future or conditional. Futuro, condicional, will, would.